Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you again for joining me. Today I have a little guest. This is my little man Luke. If you look at my Instagram, you see him doing his little model debut again. So please check that out. Makeup by Evelise. This is my little man. He is 9 years old. So he's going to be joining us today. Anyway, today we're going to do a review on the new NYX eyeshadows. This is fire, and I also picked up metal. There are 6 different palettes, and I have to say they're a little bit on the pricey side. They're $30 a piece, and thankfully I had enough points. I was able to pick up at least one because I'm always buying stuff. So I was really excited when she told me that I had enough points to pick one up. Anyway, the fire is the one that I was drawn to just because it has these really nice fiery colors. There's some shimmers, there's some mattes, there's some darker colors, there's your browns, there's these fiery, you know, kind of orangey reddish ones. It has a really nice big huge mirror, and this is what the packaging looks like. The metal, it took me like 3 different Ultas to find it, because sometimes I don't like ordering stuff from the mail. Sometimes they get lost, sometimes I have issues, sometimes they're broken, and I'm just kind of afraid to order makeup online nowadays. But the metal is my favorite because you get these 12 gorgeous shimmery colors. Again, it has a really nice big mirror. Now these do have lipsticks that kind of go hand in hand with them, but I'm not really a dark lipped person. I mean, I have a ton of the colors already that kind of resemble the ones that kind of went in hand with these, so I kind of skipped out on those. Like I said, there are 6 different palettes. They are pricey. So as I spit everywhere. So this one I was absolutely drawn to because it is, you know, the frosted colors. And pretty much all of them are frosted. So if you're not really a frosted kind of person, you might not like these. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of swatch some of these. All right, so the first one is this really nice yellow color. They are really pigmented. They blend beautifully. And this is kind of like a soft yellow. I don't know if you could really see this, but it's really pretty on. This is the yellow one. I'm going to swatch that one. Okay, there's that one. And I'm happy to say that they're not, you know, they don't have a lot of fallout, because sometimes in the past, I've kind of not really gotten into some of my NYX eyeshadows because I've kind of had some fallout with some. But lately the ones, I don't know if they changed the formula or what, but these have no fallout, which I'm really happy. There's not too much kickback. I mean, there's a little teeny bit, but not enough for, you know, it's like a problem or anything. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and swatch that color right there. And these are kind of like your, so as you can see, it does get a little bit chalky, but not too bad as long as it stays on nicely, which it does, and it's blendable. That's all I really care about. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and go into this one. Okay. See how pretty that is? Okay, now I'm going to go into the next row, which is kind of like this brown color. And you can see that I've already kind of been playing with them. Now there is a little bit of a kickback on this one. See, it does get a little chalky. But, you know, right here, it's not showing that it's like the best color ever. But when I applied it on my model yesterday, it blended out really nice and I didn't have any issues with it. So that's why sometimes, I think I mentioned before in some of my videos that, you know, I'll pick up a palette and it's not really my favorite, and then I'll start playing with it more and then it becomes one of my favorite palettes. All right, so I'm going to pick up this golden color right here. That's what that looks like. Just really pretty shimmer. Now this is excited. I mean, the color that I'm most excited about. I'm tongue-tied again. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Look how beautiful that is. It's just gorgeous. Then this one, I think this is kind of like a black. It looks almost like a black color. I think it is black color. Okay, put this on right here. And you could see this is really pigmented. All right, now I'm going to go into the third row, which is kind of like that orangey color. Sorry about the nails again, you know, I haven't had time to go get my nails done. Here's that color. Now I'm going to go into kind of like this purpley color that I used yesterday all over my girls' eyeballs, and they were gorgeous. Let's go down up here. How pretty that is. Okay, and now I'm gonna go into this color, and this is actually the color that I fell in love with in the store. I actually swatched this because, you know, I don't really enjoy paying $30 for a drugstore, you know, palette, but when I stuck my finger in that one, that was it. I mean, I'm sure I have another color like it in my collection, but after I swatched that one, it was all over for. I was just like totally in love. I'm gonna go ahead and go into this arm now. And this is what that looks like. Look how beautiful. It's kind of metallic-y, and it has like a couple like colors, kind of like a purpley color, and it's just really pretty. It's not purpley though. It's, you know, like some kind of dark teal blue, midnight blue, whatever. All right, now I'm gonna go into this color for the last. And these are my favorites because they are shimmery. And that's that one. Okay, now I'm gonna go into the metal, which is my favorite. And these feel really nice. They almost feel kind of like they're wet. And what I like about it is that sometimes when you have these shimmers, you kind of swatch it and then the rest of it is like a dull color. It's not shimmer, and that's not the case with this at all. So let me go ahead and wipe my hands off a little bit, my fingers, because I have makeup all over them. Eyeshadow everywhere. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go back into this arm, go into this kind of like lavender color right there, and they feel really like nice and soft and mushy. Okay, that's what that looks like right here. Just really soft and pretty. Okay, now I'm gonna go into this color. They just feel really good. Like, if you stick your finger in too much, it will kind of like leave an indentation. Look at that's like my favorite. These colors make me drool. Now I'm gonna go into a silver. I'm not really a huge fan of silver. I don't know why. When it comes to grays and silvers and blacks being mixed, I'm just not a fan. Look at that. But that is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, now I'm gonna go into that cranberry color. This is actually my favorite palette. And I'm so happy that they're just so really pretty and blendable. Okay, now I'm gonna go into the second row, that color. Yeah, I'm running out of space. Can't I see it? This one's just really light. This one's not really doing much. Let me wipe my hand off again. I always forget to put sponges up here, and then I end up using my little thingy jiggers. All right, so now I'm gonna go into the golden color right there. Oh, they feel so nice. It looks kind of golden, but I don't think it's really, it's like a deep gold. It's to die for. All right, now I'm gonna go into this color right here. And it has a little bit of like golden flecks in it. You could totally see the little golden flecks. You might not be able to, but they're really pretty. See, so these are like crazy pigmented. Okay, now I'm gonna go into the last row. I'm gonna go into that pink one. That's absolutely gorgeous. Look at that right there. And what color? This is kind of like, I can't even see. I can't see what color that is. It's kind of like a rose gold almost. It looks like a rose gold, and then when the light's hitting it and I'm looking at it, it looks kind of yellow, like a, okay, now it's kind of like, it looks like a taupey color almost like. Look at that. All right, now I'm gonna go into this really pretty lavender color. I'm running out of space. Look how beautiful that is. Holy cow balls, my friend's gonna freak out. Tomorrow I have an editorial to do, so I'm very excited because I will be using these. Make sure to check out my Instagram, because I usually do like little videos and stuff like that, so you can see behind the scenes. But this is that really pretty like green color. Ah, they're gorgeous. Now, a lot of times these colors, when they're kind of soft like that, I don't really like to use the brush. I tend to use my fingers a lot. So I'm going to go ahead. Let me see which one I want to do. I think I'm going to use the metals because, you know, they're like shimmery and pretty and I love them. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go into this color. Now the back, instead of having names, they actually have numbers. So I'm going to go into that color with my finger and I'm going to apply it all over my lid. Can you see that? Look how pretty they are. And they're so soft that when you warm it up with your finger, they just go on like perfectly. You don't have to worry about fallout or anything like that. Because they just like, you could just mush them up to your eyeball. Look at that pigment. Oh, I just want to eat it. All right, so the next one I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do this color right here. And I'm going to go ahead and put that underneath. So this one, I don't tend to like kind of go back and forth with the brush. I kind of just dab it a little bit because it is that really nice squishy consistency. So I just kind of dab into it. I'm going to go underneath my lash line. And a little bit goes a long way with these palettes. Look how beautiful that is. And of course, you know, I'm a huge fan of like Fix Plus or anything like that because it's really going to intensify that color. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of Fix Plus because I have not done that and see what happens. I totally missed the brush. Okay, so I'm going to go back in. Let's see. Oh yeah, definitely. Look at that. Whoa. Look how beautiful that is. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and try the brush because, you know, I've been using my fingers. I have not been using. I'm going to go back into that cranberry color. Let's see how it does with the brush. Because on my job yesterday, I actually used my finger. I did not use the brush. And I'm just kind of dab it, just because I feel like it's too much. Okay, I'm going to try to window wipe it over here. See, when you window wipe it over here, the color doesn't come off as much as it does when I dab, you know, pat the brush down. So I'm going to go ahead and pat that all over my crease. Yeah, I feel like it comes off better with my finger. Yeah, it does. Totally comes off better with the finger. Or if you use like a really nice stiff brush. But you know me, I like to use my fingers. Oh, look how beautiful that is. Okay, now let's see what color. I think I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of that color in the balls of my eyeballs. The balls of my eyeballs, you know. Right here, just a little pop of color. Right there. And this palette is actually amazing for like the holidays. Because you don't really have to do much. If you're not really good with blending or anything like that, I'm telling you, your fingers will warm up the color and it's easy just to kind of dab it where you want it. So if you're not like super good with blending, this is actually a great technique for you. Because see how easy it was for me to just kind of dab all those colors on there? And I used 3 different colors. You have a little bit more control where it's going. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and go into Fire, which, you know, I'm not a real huge fan of mattes, but I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm going to put a little bit of this color on there. I'm going to try to use the brush. I'm going to put it in the end So the outer corners of my eye. But I'm not going to cover like all this other stuff, like that cranberry color. So actually I'm going to dab that on there so you can see. See how I just have control? And I have small fingers, so if your fingers are a little bit bigger, just use your pinky. Because these colors are just so easy to work with your fingers. So there you go. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit the outer corner of my eye, and I'm just dabbing that color right on there. And you don't need a lot. So when you're right here and you're adding all that color, just kind of bring it in a little bit. So you still see that cranberry color, but now you're smoking it out a little bit more. And then what I like to do is I like to get a big fluffy brush and just kind of go, you see how I'm just kind of going over it a little bit just to kind of blend everything. Because I don't know, I don't think it happens with this, but sometimes when you use these eyeshadows like this that are kind of soft and mushy, if you kind of go back and forth, then it starts kind of flickering all over the place. And this is a problem that I've had in the past. I'll look in the mirror and then I have all this fallout. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of lightly patting it instead of going back and forth like a window wiper. I just kind of pat it little bit by little, a little bit at a time. That way it's kind of meshing everything together and just kind of blending it. And I did put on my eye primer. I always put on my eye primer. So even if you don't see me use it, doing it on camera, I do always use my eye primer. And then afterwards, you could take one of your little sprayers, and I have like a ton of them. I think I'm going to use my Milani today. I am in love with this Make It Last by Milani. It smells really good, and it just kind of meshes everything together, and that's the look. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and I'll see you again later. Bye.